Is Lyft Pink worth it in 2026? I hate YouTubers that ramble on, so I'm going to give you a short answer, a medium answer, and then a long answer. Short answer, I'm actually going to say potentially. Potentially. It depends on your situation. I know I hate ambiguous answers, but I'd say if you use Lyft a lot, more likely than not, yes. Medium answer. To be honest, I think Lyft Pink is actually a really good value. And again, it does depend on how much you use Lyft, but here's what I'm going to say as a medium answer. If you spend $200 or more a month on average taking Lyfts, Lyft Pink is 100% worth it. So that being said, let's look at the long answer. Let's look at the pros and the cons of Lyft Pink. So first off, looking at the pricing for Lyft Pink, the basic Lyft Pink, it is $10 a month or $100 a year if you want to pay up front. There is also a Lyft Pink All Access. This is, as you can see, $200 a year with more and more features. We'll talk about this in a second. Maybe for you, it actually might be worth it or not, depending on your situation. So I'm going to go down here and show you this. Let's talk about the Lyft Pink membership. First off, free priority pickup upgrades. In case you didn't know, when you order Lyft Priority, the Lyft comes pretty much right away. It's usually more expensive compared to a normal Lyft. I already did a video on this channel about all the different type of Lyft rides. Lyft Priority, I'll be honest, is something you take once in a while. You're late for work, you're trying to rush to the airport, but in this case, you get free priority pickup upgrades, right? As you can see here, you'll get faster pickups at no extra cost. But keep in mind, they might not always be available. This is a feature, let's say, and I'd say most major cities, if let's say you're in a rural area or like a smaller area, it might not be as available. So keep that in mind. Now let's talk about the pricing. And this is the big kind of kicker. This is like the big thing when it comes to Lyft Pink. All Lyft Pink members enjoy 5% off standard, extra comfort, and XL rides, which can be stacked with other ride credits and coupons. So for every $100 you spend with Lyft, you save $5. That's the best way to think of it. That's why I said in the beginning of this video, if you spend $200 or more with Lyft, this does save you money. Also, I have to stress this point. This is right off the bat. What I mean is when you go to order that Lyft, you automatically get 5% off that ride. I want to say this because I just did a video about Uber One. Lyft Pink and Uber One are kind of the subscription models for Lyft and Uber. The annoying thing about Uber One, I gotta be honest, is you get 6% Uber credit back. You don't get it up front. With Lyft, you do. And in case you're curious, I think Lyft Pink is a better subscription model for a rideshare service compared to Uber One. Just want to say that as a side note. But as you can see here, that standard, extra comfort, and XR rides, you initially get 5% off, right? So pretty convenient. Let's say if you're ordering, again, let's say your ride is $100. Let's say you're doing a pretty long lift. It would be instead $95. And I know you're like, oh, it's only $5 off. But again, if you're spending $10 a month and you're spending, again, over $200 a month on lifts, this can really add up and save you money. In addition, Lyft Pink All Access, which we'll talk about in a second, save 10% off black and black SUV rides. So if you're somebody that, let's say, takes black rides a lot or black SUV rides a lot, Lyft Pink All Access, the more expensive option, is definitely worth it. Now I'm going to go back up here and show you more of the features. So like I said, free priority pickup upgrades, member exclusive pricing. This is the 5% off your typical rides. 12 free bike or scooter unlocks a year. So let's say if you do use bikes and scooters, this might be worth it. Relaxed ride cancellations and lost and found fees. I feel like that's not that big of a deal. And then free Grubhub Plus for a year. If let's say you use Grubhub, this could be a great feature. But I think for most people who look at Lyft Pink as a potential option, right? As a potential option, if you use Lyft a lot. Again, I know I keep driving this point home, but this is a big thing to think of. $200 or more every single month, Lyft Pink is worth it. Now when it comes to Lyft Pink All Access, I'm going to be honest, the biggest thing for this one is, of course, I have these different features when it comes to Lyft Pink. I get the 5% off, of course. So keep that in mind. Lyft Pink All Access, $200 a year, keep in mind, so it's twice the amount of money. There are a couple cool features. I already talked about the 10% off of all black and black SUV rides. Again, if you take black or black SUV, this can add up, right? If you think about it, for every $100 you spend, you basically get $10 off that, right? In a sense, if you think of it like that. I also have this, unlimited 45-minute classic bike rides, unlimited e-bike and scooter unlocks, discounted e-bike and scooter rates. It's interesting that I think when it comes to the bike rides, this one can add up a lot. I actually do know that in some areas, there are some people who use Lyft bikes religiously. I remember when I was in Denver, Colorado, I did not expect it, but I used the Lyft bikes a lot. For some reason in Denver, I don't know why, Lyft bikes were the thing. And I get to be honest, if I was actually living in Denver, just use that example, and I did use the bikes a lot, I might do Lyft Pink All Access. I'm like, okay, $200 a year is a lot. But when you break that down, you're looking at, what is that? Maybe $16 a month? I don't know, whatever it is. Yeah, about maybe 16-ish bucks a month. Okay. But then I'm getting 5% off every ride that I take with Lyft. I also have all these for free. Unlimited 45-minute classic bike rides. Unlimited e-bike and scooter unlocks, so I save some money there. They're also discounted in terms of the rates. 5 free unlocks for guests, like say if I'm riding with somebody, not that much. And then I have the Bike Angels Reward Program. We're available. But I think the biggest thing is this, is that if you are somebody who does use, like, say, the bikes a lot, I think that's the biggest thing, and use, like, say, the black and black SUV rides a lot, I do think Lyft Pink All Access is worth it. If not, if you don't use the bikes a lot, if you don't use Lyft Black or Black SUV, which we'll talk about at the end of this video as it might be a slippery slope, we'll talk about in a second, I do think Lyft Pink is well worth it if you use Lyft a lot for $10 a month or $99 a year. Now, there are 3 really important things I have to say at the end of this video. Number 1 is, remember, there are other competitors. I do want to say this, that when it comes to, like, say, signing up with this, when it comes to signing up with Lyft Pink, you may be pressured to ordering a Lyft. And let's say you go to order a rideshare. Everyone does this. You pull up Lyft, you pull up Uber. Whichever one's cheapest, you take that ride. And now, in 2026, with Waymo being pretty much everywhere, what do a lot of people do? Uber, Lyft, Waymo, whichever one's cheapest, you're going to order it. So keep this in mind that when it comes to ordering a Lyft, if let's say you order a Lyft and the Lyft is $30, but you check Uber and Uber's $25, you're like, shoot. Yeah, I have Lyft Pink and everything, but Uber's cheaper. Maybe I'll take the Uber. And so keep that in mind that, like, say, of course, this is just for Lyft. I know, very obvious to say, but to use a gaming term, it almost soft locks you, if I'd say it like that, into just using Lyft. Although I will say this, when you look at all the ride shares, basically Uber, Lyft, Waymo, the main 3, let's be honest, especially Waymo being in a lot of major cities in this year in 2026, the truth is Lyft is almost always the cheapest out of the 3. Not always, but I find that even if we just do Lyft versus Uber, Lyft is typically cheaper. Although I will say one kind of unfortunate thing about Lyft is it's not as popular as Uber. So it might be harder for you to get a Lyft ride than an Uber ride in most cases. Now, if you live in a major city, like here in LA, usually it's not an issue at all. Usually, like, Lyft, Uber, tomato, tomato. But I know in some, like, say, smaller areas, like a remote part of Iowa, for example, you pretty much are stuck with Ubers. So keep in mind, this is, of course, very dependent upon you using Lyfts. The second thing I do want to mention is kind of the other features, right? The other features. Because one, when it comes to, say, Lyft Pink All Access, yes, you get 10% off black and black SUV, but that can be a slippery slope because, of course, your goal with Lyft Pink is to save money. Let's be honest, that's why you're getting the membership. You want to save money on Lyfts. And if you get pressured by getting Lyft Pink All Access to, let's say, potentially start taking Lyft Black and Lyft Black SUVs a bit more, you might actually lose money overall. So keep that in mind. Again, I know a bit obvious, but I do like to mention it. But when it comes to the other features, I think the biggest thing, like I said, is the bikes and the scooter unlocks. Those can add up a lot. Like I said, I know some people who take the Lyft bikes religiously. I know a lot of people who take the Lyft scooters religiously. I do kind of feel like, and let me know what you think in the comments, that in this year in 2026, I feel like scooters have kind of not fallen off, but are not as popular as they used to be. I remember when, I think this was like right after the pandemic, I feel like, or was it before? I'm trying to remember actually, when it was like the peak of like scooters. It was almost like a fad, like everybody. I remember here in LA, there were like laws against scooters. People were getting pulled over. In Santa Monica, they started to ban them in different sections because you have like Bird scooters, Lime scooters, Uber scooters, Lyft scooters. I think there was another company that jumped on board. Like scooters were everywhere. Scooters were the thing. I feel like they're not as popular as they used to be, but I know some people still use them, right? And depending on your area, depending on how much it costs to unlock it, Lyft Pink All Access might be worth it. Again, this is why I want to give you all the information, as everybody's situation is a bit different. Lastly, number 3, I do want to mention the Grubhub Plus membership. Not a bad idea, right? That with Lyft Pink and Lyft Pink All Access, you get 1 year of Grubhub Plus. One thing I do want to say, and I talked about this in the Uber video, is getting access to, let's say, a premium delivery service can be a very slippery slope. I remember, as an example, I had Uber One for 3 months. I got a free trial for 3 months. And part of that was Uber Eats, and part of that was $0 delivery fee. And I remember being like, ooh, and I remember for the first month, I ordered Uber Eats way more than I should have. And if anything, I lost money, right? Granted, it was a free trial, but that's probably why it's like a bait and switch model, right? That's how they hook you. And I was like, okay, no more. So keep that in mind that yes, you do get a free year of Grubhub Plus. Not bad. But again, I do want to stress that your goal when watching this video is to save money. And like I said, if you're watching this and you're doing, let's say, Grubhub Plus, you download it, you get the app, and you start using it more than you would have, because let's be honest, we all know the way delivery food is. You order a $15 burger and fries, but somehow it comes to like $38. You're like, how did this $15 item become $38 of all these fees and everything? So keep in mind, because delivery is so expensive, you might actually end up in the red, or because of this, end up losing money or having less money in your pocket overall. Just want to say that, just something to keep in mind.